Yep. I'm not sure what we're gonna start off. I'm a Cowboys fan, Kentucky fan.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach. Welcome to EA Sports coverage of the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 75 yards. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game, how many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Myers connects on the PAT. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. This one taken just inside the 10. Up and over. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Coach suggestions.
Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Take one, Barkley.
From the gun, it's Breeze.
Want to run.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Julio
Jones. Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
I can't have Robert.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. And they occupy people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation.
Pass
allows
interference.
him to get home.
Pass interference. Defense.
Let's go.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. Von Miller getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Where's my line?
J.J. Watt.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Boom!
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2.
I did not want to run the timeout.
As we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. The Panthers' Luke Kuechly there on the tackle.
My
On second down now. It's Gordon. And he's got a first down of inside.
Imagine letting Melvin Gordon get past you.
Down at the 42-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mahomes now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes,
but for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft for players. Year 1, it was Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders as captains. Year 2, Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. And then in year 3, Michael Irvin again matching up against Jerry Rice.
And one common denominator, every single one of those guys with a gold jacket, all of them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they didn't ask you and I to be the captains and make the picks. And by the way, the playmaker, Michael Irvin, went 2-0. And you know I heard all about that. The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Already got a big sack.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to give a little bit more effort, a quick flight, then you're here, but you've learned this city quite well. And how about it? The Madden studios right here in Orlando, that's where Coach and the guys hang out as well.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Can I get a pass interference?
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down.
There's Evans.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
That was Amari Cooper.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On play action, Breeze. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
The pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Mahomes now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And we're going to get a timeout.
Shut up.
With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. This is taken at the 3. A little track jump. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
We got in the backfield. Still Gurley.
Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Breeze.
We got Gurley and Saquon
Set up the screen to Gurley. No gain on the screen there.
Are you kidding me?
Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive. 20-13 2 seasons ago, and last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
And 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense. And Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Breeze going to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. Goff now to throw. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 on that one. And that'll be a first down for the NFC. Breeze now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
You know I always talk about when teams line up for long field goals, that you should be in a safe defense.
Right.
But you're also in a position here where this is a makeable kick. So rushing it is also part of this strategy. Maybe they use their aggressiveness against them on that fake.
Yeah, with a low trajectory, they're coming in hot, trying to block it. You're right, and obviously it worked out.
Come on, come on.
Ertz has it left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage.
Where is my line?
And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it? Should they?
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 20, 10, and touchdown. James Conner, 73 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. And able to rip a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Oh, Lynn.
Pass interference. Defense.
So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking
Great
the
job,
penalty.
Todd Gurley.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's not something that we see every game now. Todd Gurley held below 50 yards, and we are in the 4th quarter. Got to give a lot of credit. They've done a nice job of bottling him up.
They absolutely have. And a lot of times he can still find holes, but there haven't been the holes there. The offensive line hasn't created much space.
Yeah, my line sucks.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down.
Finally.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. from 3 yards out. And the NFC able to get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game.
That's amazing.
There's a great example right there.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Snap the ball, Patrick.
They start with a give to Connor.
Hattie.
Khalil Mack of the Bears, the one to make the tackle.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Again, it's Connor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Hattie, snap the ball.
Now it's Connor. Call it no. Gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the NFC will take over deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preach, it's coach, it's thought about.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
There's not even time left on the clock.
Down to a knee here.
That's
the
what I
defense
wanted.
still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in X.
I think I'm going to end the stream because I'm going to put my name in. You guys don't know.